All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kor Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aqua that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shuab Amawan back at you with another lesson. And this is concerning Facebook, Instagram, and all these other social medias, right? All these other different platforms. And basically what I want to get into is I'm going to read this first scripture, which is probably going to be the only scripture, all right? So I got 15 minutes on this break. This is Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, meaning the mind is deep. All right, when you go into that word diligent, okay, and of course, Satan, it was just working 2 seconds ago. 1 second. In 1 second, I had to back out real quick and go back into it. Psalm 64. Salaki is loading. But basically, when you go into that word diligent, it goes into, hiding. Oh, man, of course not. Yeah, it doesn't want to let me go into the interlinear because supposedly I ain't got no damn Wi-Fi. Which that's a damn lie. All right, but going into that word diligent into the interlinear was basically going into hiding, and it was actually going into devices. Even the word search itself was going into devices. Let me see if I could grab the definition. It says diligent, having or showing care and consciousness in one's work or duties. Give me 1 second. I want to see what's these different words. Intent, zealous, tenacious, committed, and dedicated. Yeah, because that's what they are. They're dedicated and committed to making a diligent search to our people. Okay, this devil, going back into that whole precept. Okay, let's grab it again. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Yeah, because they know exactly what to put out for our people to fall into sin. Basically, all right. It says they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them. Yeah, they know everything about us, man. They know how we think, how we feel, and now they want to get even a step deeper by putting this Rice Krispie treat into you. Okay, but at the end of the day, is that did they make a diligent search? That's the point of the whole video. They make a diligent search. Okay, and going into the word diligent and search, like I said, it even goes into the word device. And social media is a device, man. Okay, because this is a device it's an app connected to your phone. So your phone itself is a device, and you have to understand that right now Esau is literally recording every single thing that you're doing. So you being on these social medias, all right, which if you're a woman in this truth, you shouldn't even be on social media at all. Not even making yourself a target, not letting nobody know who you are. You understand? If you have a man, you shouldn't be on social media posting yourself or even searching on there. There's no need for you to be on there because these social medias are nothing but portals, man, that open you up to demons at the end of the day. Okay? It opens you up to confusion. You see all this false doctrine and bullshit doctrines they're coming out with. That shit comes from those places, man. Facebook and Instagrams, because you got nothing but people with fucking different opinions on there. You know what I'm saying? So what one person is saying, you're gonna always have the other side, all right, the opposite coming to try to destroy what you're trying to bring out. This is why you shouldn't be on no social media, and this goes for men too. Men, women, and children that are believers of this truth should have no Facebooks, no Instagrams, none of that, because they're recording your everyday lifestyle. They're recording your kids when you're taking pictures of them. You see, they know your locations of where you're at, whether you have your location on or not. They'll still find your ass if they want to find you, man. You see, and this is why you got to get away from these platforms, especially the times that we're in right now. All right. And no offense that the ministry be not blamed. Okay. Esau is searching out even harder than he has ever done. Okay. And recording, because he wants to get as much dirt on us brothers and sisters as much as he can to make us look bad. You know, so the smart thing will be is you let the men of the Lord deal with the social medias. Because I know a lot of people, well, I just go on there to catch up and be up to date with what's going on. Yeah, and I understand that. But you leave that to the men of the Lord, because the men of the Lord are going to bring those out. See, the men of the Lord could go onto these platforms and not be deceived and not be manipulated. All right, not get caught up in the demons that's all over there just by you going on Instagram and social media, any other type of social media. That right there opens a door, a portal for sexual thoughts, because that's pretty much all you fucking see on that shit. All right, a whole bunch of sexualized bullshit. Okay, and then you get the good videos where they're pretty much giving you the news that you're not gonna find, on the news. You're going to get that raw, uncut news, that's going on. And that's the videos that brothers will take, and they'll make, a video out of it. And we'll keep you up to date with these things, because we don't use every single thing on Instagram and Facebook and things like that. We only use that which is important and what, goes with these scriptures. Okay. But again, this is things that we have to think about. How this devil literally makes a diligent search to everything, man. So if he's making a diligent search on our souls, on us, okay, to be able to deceive us all the time, what makes you think he's not making diligent searches on these platforms, man? Okay. And again, most of the things that come out of these platforms is straight confusion, because you got too many opinions and too many people giving too many different inputs. Okay, you got every fucking doctrine on these social medias, man. And it's easy for you that if you're not stable in the mind, all right, and your house is not built upon that rock, it's easy for you to be vulnerable to these different philosophies or any of these different demons and portals that are opened up to you in these social medias. This is why he pushes social media so much. All right, but it's also his downfall, because this is how we're exposing them. That's the media that we should be watching. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the worldwide, not watching, what you think these people's lives are great, because they're really not, man. These people only fucking post what looks good to the media. They're not going to put their saddest story. They're not going to put their worst day and post it up online. Nah, they're going to post all the good shit. So again, those are things that people not in their right state of minds, they see those things, and Satan might use those things to deceive you with them. You might start wanting those things and lusting after those things. Okay. Social media is nothing but sins and lustful thoughts waiting at your door. All right. And again, you have to stay, like the scriptures say, keep thy eyes single. All right. For that whole body will be filled with light, meaning what? Keeping yourself focused. You lose focus when you on these media platforms, man. You get lost in that shit. By the time 2-3 hours already passed, So us as, men and women of this truth, we have to, be harmless, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. And that's being wise, not putting yourself on that social media, not showing yourself connected basically to the grid. Because that's what it is, man. You connected to the grid, and at the end of the day, scriptures talk about how we gonna be pilgrims upon the earth. You know, so you got to start getting used to not putting yourself on the grid. You got to start hiding away from the society. You know what I'm saying? And you constantly on Instagrams and these different social medias really shows that you ain't let go of that bullshit. You still in that world. You know what I'm saying? You still caught up in those things. You know, so as men and women of this truth, you know, the smart thing, start getting yourself away from those platforms, man, and just stay focused on the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And focus on what's relevant. You know, them social medias is irrelevant as shit. That shit's gonna benefit you, man. Okay, but hey, that's pretty much the point. So, you know, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. All right, like I said, it was not gonna be anything big. It's just a message about these platforms, man. We got to get off these platforms, man, because I be seeing some bugged out shit on there, and it's vexing to the spirit, you know. And you know, we don't have to get ourselves caught up in that media. That's Esau's. That's away from this damn devil, you know. He said, "Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Barakatah."